Hey guys, Dennis here, Muddy Water Search and Recovery. First off, I apologize. You may hear some pounding and stuff like that. Our neighbors are getting a new roof today, and they are over there working on that. Hopefully, this mic doesn't pick up a lot of that. But hope you guys are doing well. Every year around this time, I like to put out a video that kind of recaps the year and kind of goes into what we're looking at for the next year. So I wanted to go ahead and get this video put out for you guys. This year it's been a rough year, just to be honest. Past few days, I haven't really felt good. I didn't go into work today. Thankfully, I'm starting to feel quite a bit better. But this year, sickness has just been rampant within our team, and it's been unreal. I don't know if I've had a year that I've gotten sick so much. Same with some of our team members, but it has been a rough year with sickness. Back in July, I had surgery. I was down for several weeks. Was off of work for 5 weeks, and going back into work, after something like that, it really drains you. So it took me out of search efforts and stuff for multiple weeks. Thankfully, with all the stuff that seemed to go wrong with that particular surgery and the healing process, thankfully everything is on the right road. 90+% healed up now. Didn't think it would ever heal, but thankfully we are getting there. Dan had surgery this year. That put him down for a while. Some of us lost loved ones this year. I know I lost my Uncle Rick this year. This man was always, from the time I was little, one of my heroes. One of those guys that there's nobody else like him. Hard loss, but know he's in a better place. We know he's happy. He's not hurting. So very thankful for that. So let's go ahead and jump into 2024 and what took place. We did do a handful of searches in 2024. Some of the cases was Cole Firestein, and that is misspelt on here. It's Stein, not Steil. Billy and Mary Black, Randy Leach, Crystal Kipper, Mark Fullerton, Derek Collins, Kathy Anderson. The searches we done over at Bee Creek based off of an image off of Google Earth. We had a suspicious smell on the Missouri side we jumped into. Some of these cases we done multiple searches on this year. So we did get several searches in. In fact, I think there's some searches we did that's not actually on the list, but multiple searches in. And Derek Collins, he was found at almost a year later, and it was catty corner from the property that we had searched. And what kept us off that first property, because we had plans to search that, but we were given information that had been thoroughly searched and was cleared. So we were focusing on other areas. A year later, his remains were found on that property. We're very thankful he was brought home, and the family has answers. That also led us to make some changes to where now if it's a location of interest, it doesn't matter how many reports we get that's been searched. We're still going to move forward and get on that property and do the search ourselves. Not saying that those who searched in front of us done anything wrong by any means, but at the end of the day, it's always good to get as many eyes as possible on that. So let's move forward here. Multiple cases we've worked on this year were solved. Again, Derek Collins, Kathy Anderson, if you remember, she went missing from, I want to say it was Iowa. And she may have been further than that, may have been South Dakota. And this is the one Alex and Tammy went live driving around KCI Airport, just on knowing where her vehicle was found and the possibility of her going that way. Reports we had come in from a dealership of somebody taking her to the airport, to the rental car place. Alex and Tammy went there. They went to the motels. They talked to the restaurant. And at the end of the day, she was found. She was safe with her family. Very, very thankful for that outcome. Cody Siniceros, unfortunately, was located deceased. He went missing out of Dodge City, Kansas, and was found in his vehicle. The vehicle had been wrecked. Still a lot of questions with that case. I occasionally reach out to his family still. In fact, yesterday and today, I messaged with his mom, and they are doing well, holding up good. Thankful for all the thoughts and prayers and support that they have received. Very, very good, sweet people, and just so sorry they went through this. But very, very thankful that Cody was found and that family has answers, at least some answers. But so many other cases where the individuals were found. Some of these we were reaching out to law enforcement or other teams, boots on the ground, getting them our locations of interest. They were getting boots on the ground in those areas and were finding the missing loved ones. Thankfully, a lot of missing loved ones we assisted in finding this year were found alive and safe. Always thankful when that's the outcome. Right now, currently, we have 427 current open missing persons cases that we are working on. It seems that those numbers skyrocketed just almost all at once. And there's always a steady climb, but there's always the decline when it comes to, bringing the missing loved ones home. It drops those numbers back down and it kind of weighs it out. But there have been some spikes this year that have hit hard. And we want to do a couple different live feeds with you guys that kind of gets into that, what the reasoning may be, what's causing these people to go missing. And that will be live feeds that take place this coming year. And we will be bringing special guests on to have those discussions with us. Also this year, we have a new team member, Tamra. Many of you, especially here on the YouTube side of the house, will remember she come on and done a special Summer Wells live feed. And she used dowsing rods and took yes or no questions. And it was very, very informative. A lot of stuff that come through that was consistent with some of our findings leading into this. And just recently, she has become a full member of Muddy Water Search and Recovery. Very, very thankful to have her on the team. Very intelligent, very sweet, caring individual, and very glad she's part of the team. This year, as far as new gear that we brought in, we do have a new DJI drone that we use. This year, you will start seeing footage shot from that drone on our searches and all of our efforts. We've also Also bought a lot of new ropes, flagging tape, carabiners, dive swim flags, lighting for the boat that we have, and many other smaller gear and equipment that we use. Events we attended the Western Farm Show in Kansas City in 2024. We had a booth there where we had a TV screen hooked up to my computer where we were showing missing persons flyers. We had so many incredible interactions at that event, and we have been invited to attend this event again this year. We have accepted. As soon as we have the dates for it, we will be doing a live feed, bringing out the dates and location for you guys. It would be really cool if a lot of you guys were able to attend that event. The farm show, it has everything from farm equipment to seeds, that sort of stuff, agriculture. Then you get upstairs where we were, and you got everything from farm-related toys. You've got candles. You've got purses, clothing, belts, buckles, jewelry. I mean, any of that you could imagine they have up there. Plus, drone companies are in there. And we're talking everything from your DJI drones all the way up to your commercial spraying drones that are so big they literally had to bring in on a flatbed trailer. And I'm kind of a country boy myself, so I felt right at home there, but it was so incredibly cool to see a lot of that. So as soon as we have the dates and everything, we will get that out to you guys. Just very cool event. And we're hoping that we have a lot of really great interactions in regards to the missing persons cases again this year. Some of the platforms that we are currently on, obviously YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, Rumble, Instagram, X. And, you know, TikTok, there's supposed to be a ban January 19th. I believe that ban goes into effect. So if you are watching this on TikTok, please come follow us over here on YouTube in case that ban does go through. You will still be able to access these missing persons cases, our search efforts, all of that good stuff. So please come on over and subscribe to the YouTube channel, like it, turn on the notifications, share the channel, guys. Every time the channel is shared, it brings in people who start looking through the videos, and some of these cases these people had never seen before. So it's getting these cases out to more people, which at the end of the day could help bring in answers. So make sure you're sharing the videos, sharing the channel, and all of that good stuff. This coming year, 2025, I've already got us on Patreon. I just haven't started pushing it over there yet. And also this year, later this year, is when we will start streaming on Roku. And we'll be bringing you a lot more detailed information on that in the coming days. Our 2025 goals is obviously more searches. We already have a ton of searches lined up for this coming year. By the time spring rolls around, I'm estimating we're going to have about 200 plus different search locations. Most of those we will likely have permission and be ready to hit the ground running with those. We also are hoping this is the year that we get our ground penetrating radar. We've got several cases that is needed. We're talking Crystal Kipper, Star Boomer, Zeta Gordon, just to name a few, possibly Mark Fullerton, Linda Dillard. Helen Keller up in Iowa. You know, so many that this equipment is needed. Hopefully, this is the year that we are able to get that. We are also looking to get a second boat set up. Right now, we do have the inflatable, but we do want to get a regular boat as well that can get us into waters that's a lot more dangerous for an inflatable. So it will just broaden our reach and what we're able to do. We are also expanding our search scope to include looking for cell phones, weapons, and evidence. Um, I'm going to be doing a video specifically on that soon and kind of discuss what we're going to be getting into and why. This could help not only with missing persons cases, but could potentially help with cold case homicides. It could help where it could help identify a body or remains that had been found but had not been able to identify. It may help give law enforcement ideas of who this may be. A lot of different things like that we're going to be getting into, and we'll do a video that specifically goes into details of all of that. We're also got a ton of experiments lined up for this year. This does include the river experiment. If you remember, we thought we were going to get this done here recently. Turns out I do need a special use permit in order to do this legally. So we're working on getting all of that done and getting everything we need to be able to do that. And as soon as everything's in place, we will be letting you guys know. But we have so many other experiments that we will be doing this year as well. We are going to do some fundraising this year. I've been working on trying to line some of this out, but obviously what we do, it's not cheap, and we are 99+% out of pocket. And some of the gear and equipment we need is rather expensive. So we are going to be doing some fundraising and that type of stuff this year to help us get the funds to get more equipment that we need to be able to get out and fully search these areas and bring some of these missing loved ones home. Organizations, I am talking with and putting a list together of different organizations out there. For example, one of the missing persons we were able to help find this year had basically run away from an abusive relationship and went to a shelter. I don't want to give too many details on that particular case, but we were able to help track that down. And that got us to thinking, you know, how many other cases out there is something similar? So we have been trying to line up, get to know, and vet every one of them, organizations that provides resources for people like that. Also for, got to be careful how I say this because some platforms don't let you say the word, but for someone to unalive themselves, resources for that and awareness of that, prevention measures, trafficking, the whole works. And as we get those, that will give us a toolbox full of tools to use in certain situations. So that is something that is ongoing as well. We do plan to attend more of the booth style events to get these missing persons cases out there and to see how the interaction goes at those. And then you're also going to see several magnet fishing and metal detecting videos coming out this year too. And most of these is going to be in areas that there is a missing persons case. So it could potentially lead to answers to that as well. And obviously, there is a lot more goals than that. But we are going to do a live feed in the coming days to where we discuss a lot of this with you guys, and we're going to do a full Q&A on that. But guys, don't forget, together we make a difference when it comes to bringing these missing loved ones home. That is something I've had family members tell me left and right. You know, it wasn't one person, it wasn't two people, it was a community. Together we do make a difference. Thank you, each and every one of you, for your support, everything you've done to support us, everything you have done to support the families who are missing a loved one. This time of year is exceptionally hard on these families. So let's remember, as we celebrate Christmas this year, let's keep these families in our thoughts and prayers, and let's do everything we can to help bring the other missing loved ones home. Until next time, you guys